Welcome to this PT Cloud coaching video. In this coaching video, we will take a look at what is needed to be an effective online health and fitness coach. Have you got what it takes? To have a successful online business, a PT has to ask themselves, have I got what it takes to run a successful online business? An online business is very different from the current PT business model PTs use. There are different skills and expertise to helping clients online than helping them face-to-face. And the biggest requirement is the PT's ability to coach a client and not train them. So the first question that you will need to answer is, what does it mean to be a good coach? Is becoming a great coach a priority for me? Do I constantly seek ways to be a better coach and mentor to my clients? And do I read coaching books, talk to successful coaches, and seek out ways to improve my own coaching abilities? Included in this mentoring information is a questionnaire that will help you understand what it takes to be a good coach. Complete it and send it back to me, and we can discuss the areas that you require advice with. So let's look what it takes to be a successful coach. First, know, do, coach. The best coaches know what they are coaching, do or have done what they are coaching, and have successfully coached what they are coaching. We all know that we are likely to take on advice from people who have talked the talk and walked the walk. Excellent coaches coach from experience. They just haven't read it in a book or heard someone talk about it. They've gone out and applied it. Your clients are more likely to believe in you if they can sense that you have experienced firsthand what you're coaching. Teach and communicate. The best coaches are skilled teachers. Not only do they have patience to teach a subject they know well to others, they also have the wisdom to know that not everyone learns the same way. Strategies that work for a visual learner might not work for a verbal learner. To teach each client effectively, a coach must have a wide range of communication styles. Successful coaches don't apply a one-style-fits-all approach. Good coaches know that everyone learns differently, and how they deliver the coaching process will determine how successful their clients are. A good coach will change their coaching approach according to the person they're coaching, and not expect the person being coached to change their learning style. Control information. Good coaches teach skills to their clients as they are needed, thereby controlling the flow of information. Poor coaches dump information on their clients. This happens when coaches are trying to impress, or trying to help the client understand the whys, or excited about their own learning that they feel they want to teach what they know to everyone. A flaw that is common in many PTs is they try to give too much information at once. This might be down to the PT trying to impress on the client why they are worth the money that has been paid, or they think everyone learns in the same way that they learn. An effective coach takes time to learn the pace that the client wants to learn new things at, and then controls the flow of information so the client can take on board what they have to learn to move forward, and not feel they are struggling to learn everything at once. Unlock. The ability to motivate is an important quality that all coaches must develop. To become an effective motivator, it is critical to understand the type of client you're working with. How we are motivated as PTs to live healthy lives is very different from how the general public is motivated. Some PTs have a habit of motivating clients the way they would be motivated, which can have the opposite effect and actually demotivate the person. To understand how someone is motivated, a good coach asks the right questions and tries to understand what motivates a client, even if it's in conflict with the coach's own style of motivation. Ask good questions and listen. Individual differences in learning styles, personal motivations, and emotional triggers will direct your coaching style and help unlock clients' archetypes. To pick up on these cues, you must ask the right questions and be a good listener while they are being answered. As already discussed, understanding that people learn and are motivated in different ways will help you coach them more effectively. The most effective coaching skill you can learn and apply is your ability to listen. In the case of online coaching, this requires a coach to understand what someone is trying to say without hearing them. The right questions to ask come from how effectively you listen to what someone is saying. Pre-arranged questions will not allow you as a coach to listen effectively, as they will take your focus away from what is being said. Lead by example. Clients don't respond favorably to do as I say, not as I do messages. So lead by example. Your actions speak volumes. As discussed earlier, practice what you preach and people will follow you. Even though we want our clients to take personal responsibility, most people like people to lead, so they can see the results of the journey they're embarking on with regards to their health and fitness goals. Display commitment. If you are random, disorganized, and uncommitted in your life, your clients will pick up on it. Even worse, they will think it's acceptable to be the same way when it comes to working with you. And this means not doing what they say they will do. Poor effort and a lack of attention to detail. As in the previous slide, to a lot of people, we are role models. We become the people our clients inspire to be. We set the standards to what is required to achieve goals. And if our approach to helping them comes across as disorganized, lacks focus, or lacks commitment, then they're likely to respond the same way, to implying what they have to achieve their goal. Come across as focused, dedicated, and self-motivated, and people will follow your example. Coach excellence. If your coaching style is oriented toward specific outcomes such as winning or attaining a specific goal, you will breed clients who become goal obsessive without becoming committed to excellence. Therefore, the best coaches focus the client's attention on excellence and execution. If the client learns how to execute with excellence, success will be a pleasant side effect. The best coaches focus on good execution of the actions required to progress towards a goal, more than focusing on the end result. They know if the correct things are implemented properly, then the right results will occur. It is more productive to focus on only the next thing you need to do, implement it to the best of your ability, and when completed, moving on to the next action. As the saying goes, do the first thing first. Credit success. Everyone wants to feel like they have accomplished big goals, regardless of the size of their accomplishment. Yet not everyone has someone in their lives who help them recognize and celebrate their success. Thus, it is important to make a big deal out of your clients' successes. Set up milestones for them, and when they achieve them, have some sort of reward or celebration. This will empower them and make them feel like a hero. Success breeds success. Whenever a client achieves a step forward, no matter how small, making them aware of how important it was to have achieved it will encourage them to take another step. To us PTs, their step might not seem that much of an achievement, but to the client, it could be the difference between stepping back into their comfort zone or taking the next step to achieving a long life goal. So remember to praise any achievement and reward your client for getting a little bit closer to what they want. Take responsibility. If a client is unsuccessful, there is no use in blaming them for failure. Blame gets them no closer to the goal, and it can even create a rift between the coach and client. Instead of blaming the client, accept personal responsibility yourself. If you always assume you could be doing a better job as a coach, you will constantly be looking for ways to improve. This means perpetual growth and a very high client success rate. Some PTs are too ready sometimes to place the blame of their client not achieving the goal at the client's feet. It is ultimately down to the client to implement the actions required to achieve their goal, but we as coaches also need to take responsibility for any failure experienced, as much as taking the credit for any success achieved. If we show the client that we're in this together, and we are willing to take the responsibility with the client for any failure or success, we will then be able to build a very strong sense of team with both parties showing a willingness to always improve. So the end result will be goals are achieved. There is no harm in admitting that you were wrong. After all, strong successful relationships are built on trust. Challenge the process. In most coaching situations, if common problems continue to arise, poor coaches tend to blame the system. They look for reasons why things do not work, while staying within their current system. The best coaches, however, challenge the system by coming up with unique, innovative, and creative ways to solve client and administrative problems. Good coaches understand that just because one client achieved good results following a certain system doesn't mean it will work well for every client. I've come across many PTs over the years who have stated that they only train clients a certain way or only use a certain type of equipment. That's fine if you only want to find clients to respond positively to that approach. But what about the clients who don't? Do you turn them away and say no to their business? As a coach, you need to learn to adapt your approach to what is best suited to the client in front of you. If not, you end up having more people say no to your help than say yes. A good coach will adapt to what challenges that they come up against and do what's best for the client and not ask the client to fit around their narrow view of what is right. Inspire a shared vision. The best coaches passionately believe they can and will make a difference. They believe they can shape the future. If the belief is strong enough and the coach expresses this to clients, everyone involved in the coaching process becomes enlisted in this dream. If we think of people in our lives who inspired us, one common theme we see is they all is a huge passion for what they believe. As a coach, I passionately believe I can help anyone, no matter how small the help is. If you're passionate in what you believe, then people around you will be inspired. They will become passionate and strive to improve and become an inspiration for other people. If you lack passion for what you believe, it will come across in how you communicate and act. Your clients will pick up on this and will end up having a lack of belief in what it will take to achieve their goals. The next coaching video this week will look at how to build an online client base. Thank you.